Hey fam, welcome back. I thought it'd be fun today to go ahead and demo my Cheekbone Beauty products with you guys. I have tried the lippies, but I have not gotten to try the face palettes or the brow mascara, so I thought we would try that today together. I have a couple lip products to talk to you guys about, and I also have a couple face palettes and a brow mascara to talk to you guys about, all from Cheekbone Beauty. So if you're interested in learning more about this brand and what I think of these products, go ahead and stay tuned. We're gonna get into it right now. Today I thought it would be fun if we tried some of my Cheekbone Beauty products. I don't have a ton of things from Cheekbone Beauty, but they are an indigenous indie brand out of Canada, and they don't have a ton of products quite yet. But I did want to demo some of the products that they do actually have in their current offerings. I thought it'd be fun to explore this brand together. So currently from Cheekbone, I do have 2 of their liquid lipsticks. I believe they may have some glosses, but I know they have a good variety of liquid lipsticks. They also now have these lippies, and I have one shade. Mine is in the shade Keyah. And I believe they are all named after like female warriors, which I think is really cool. I also have 2 face palettes from Cheekbone. I have this first one that comes with a bronzer and then 2 highlights. These palettes are totally customizable, so I actually worked with a person from Cheekbone Beauty who helped me to choose the right shades for myself. And then this palette is the Stardust Palette. Mine actually broke in my drawer. I don't know how, but one of my little highlighters is a little bit smushed. The other ones are really pretty. This is a beautiful blush. I think this is a highlighter, but this could also be a blush. We'll go ahead and swatch them. And then this is definitely a beautiful light pink highlighter. So I have the rest of my makeup done so that we could focus on these beautiful products. And let's go ahead and start with bronzer. So I'm gonna use this big fluffy brush from Real Techniques, and we are gonna tap into the shade bronzer. I did notice on the pan it's number 6. And I have a little bit of cream contour on right now from the Creme Shop, which I really like. And we'll just see kind of how this bronzer looks on my skin tone and how it blends. So I think that looks pretty good so far. It's very nice and warm, but not too warm. I think it's definitely more like neutral. It's not too orangey. You are able to build this up and it blends really beautifully. It definitely has like a very natural look on the skin. And I think that's a really nice shade for my face. What do you guys think? It's not too orangey, it's not too red. It's not too cool. It's just a really nice in between. I think it's a beautiful bronzer shade. I think that's a really gorgeous summer shade. I can't say that I have any bronzers exactly like this in my collection that just seem to like fit my skin tone so beautifully. There's something a little bit more red about this that I really like, but not an orangey red. Just a really pretty shade for my undertone. I really like it. I think it's pretty. So next I want to reach into the Stardust palette. And I'm gonna reach into this blush shade. It's the Cheek Dust and it's number 3. And let's see what this looks like on my cheeks. It's really pretty. It's definitely less pinky than I thought it would be in the pan, which I like because I'm not a giant like pinky blush person. That's like a really pretty like warm, almost like a nudie pink. I love the little bit of shimmer. It's kind of giving me that like NARS Orgasm, little bit of glimmer on the cheek. It's a really gorgeous shade for my undertone. And I like that these are buildable, so they shouldn't be intimidating if you like a more light-handed blush application. You definitely can build these up beautifully. I love this beautiful sheen that comes with this blush. I think it looks really beautiful. And I love that glow. And it definitely does build up, which is nice. A little bit on my nose. Now let's try the highlight. Okay, so this is the number 6 highlight, this first kind of peachy pan. So that's definitely like a peachy champagne gold. That's gorgeous. And then my other highlight is number 9. These feel so velvety. And number 9 is more of a bright pink. We have the peachy gold. And then this more like icy pink shade. And then if we go back to this face palette, we have the number 2 highlighter in the center. And this one is definitely more subtle. The number 2 is pretty much just like a wash. It's a very subtle highlight compared to the other 2. Might even be pretty to mix it if you wanted to use this one. This might be a little too deep as a highlighter on my face, but I think it'd make a really pretty blush topper. This one would definitely be like more subtle, like work appropriate. You could even maybe use it as like a setting powder if you like something glowy. And then we have this number 14 peach highlighter. And this one's definitely more powdery as well, less shiny, sheeny. So if you like a more subtle highlighter, more natural highlighter, that's really beautiful. So we've got the shimmy shiny ones, and then we've got the more subtle ones in the bronzer palette. So for my highlight, I think I might reach between the peachy gold from our Stardust palette and then blend it with this more subtle highlight, the peach highlight here from our more contoury palette. So just mixing these two and let's see what this looks like. So definitely not the most blinding, but it's really pretty. And I like the way that we had the subtle highlight mixed with the more blinding highlight to kind of create something that's in between. Tapping a little bit more into that first, little bit more beaming highlighter. It doesn't look as dark on my skin as I thought it did. So I definitely think I prefer the Stardust palette, but I really love that bronzer. This guy here, number 8, I think is really beautiful. And then just blending it down with that lighter one. These formulas are so easy to blend. They feel really good on your skin. Like very natural feeling, if that makes any sense. I like that they're so buildable. I like that they're so shiny. That's gorgeous. Next, let's look at some lippies. The first one I have is Roseanne. This is a pretty much like a purpley gray shade. It's kind of taupey, deep, interesting, unique. That is Roseanne. The next one I have is Buffy. This is a really beautiful nude on my lips. So that is Buffy. These are both liquid lipsticks. And then I have Keyah, which is a bullet lipstick. I see this like a satin formula. There's definitely a little bit of gloss to it, but it's not the slippiest formula, which I think might actually make it last longer on the lips. I'm gonna try the bullet lipstick today. I've already worn Buffy on camera before, and the gray one I like, but I think I've got a lot of look going on today for that gray one. Then it's a really pretty shade. I think it looks pretty good with this look too. It's like a matte and a satin had a baby, if that makes sense. It's a little bit less emollient, less slippery than a satin, but it's a little bit less dry and easier to glide than a matte. So I think this would have a lot of long wear. It's really pretty and it's a beautiful color. I don't feel like I wear colors like this all the time. And I think it's really nice, I like it. Y'all, I almost forgot about the brow product. I actually have this little brow mascara from Cheekbone as well. It's got a kind of a chunky little spoolie on the end. And I'm not sure what the shade is, but I would have picked like a dark brown. I've never tried this before, so let's go ahead and try it through my brows. I do have a little bit of pencil through my brows right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and start here. We'll start in the center and see what this looks like. It's filling in my brows very well. I have a couple little kind of like scarce patches, and this is just covering right over them without going too crazy, which is nice. I really like this formula. It's not like the most wet formula, but that's actually really nice because it's easier to control. It's very easy to apply. And I think it's filling in everything very nicely. Let's do a little bit more here in the front. It really kind of puffs your brows up without clumping them together, which is beautiful. This is a gorgeous product. I like how it fluffs everything up without depositing too much pigment. Very natural looking. It's gorgeous. That's a little surprising, fabulous find. Absolutely love this brow mascara. It is so nice. I think my brows look a lot better than they did with just the pencil. Definitely a fan. So it looks like I loved everything I tried today, which is always a great feeling. I love the brow mascara and I love the way this highlight is just beaming off my cheek. I think these are so pretty. I'm so happy that I tried them and I'm happy that I got to share them with you guys. I'm definitely so curious to hear what you guys think of the Cheekbone Beauty products we tried today. I encourage you to support this brand, support female-owned brands, support indie brands. Cheekbone is a great company. They have a great mission. Proceeds from the brand do help to support education in the community. The owner, Jen, is an absolute gem. She is so kind and sweet. I absolutely adore her. She's so nice. And I think these products are really beautiful. I think this bronzer was such a beautiful shade, especially for summer. I really like it. I think the highlighters were unexpected. I thought the one would be a little too deep for me, and I think it looked really beautiful. I love the feel of the products. They just feel very natural. And I think that the lip products are absolutely beautiful. I've worn Buffy for sure several times. I'm still working up the nerve to rock Roseanne in some beautiful look in the future. And I really like the way that the Keyah Bullet Lippy looks with this look today. So I'm very curious about your thoughts with Cheekbone Beauty. I was super excited to highlight them in today's video, and I hope that you guys will check them out. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I love you all so much, and until the next video, bye.